Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, angelic astrologer and spiritual consultant with angelmessenger.net, here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, August 4th through Sunday, August 10th, 2014. I want to start out by saying that the last few days it's been interesting because I did the monthly angel card reading for August, and if you haven't watched that yet, you'll want to go back and watch that because it was definitely a very positive message for the month of August, but one of the messages from the angels was about watching your thoughts. And I have to say, over the last few days, I'm sure a lot of you have felt it. There's been some challenge in some ways with keeping our thoughts at a positive level, or with keeping our communications, whether with others or within our own minds, at a positive level, and maybe even being challenged a little bit with your belief systems and believing and having faith in whatever area of your life, relationships, your goals, your ambitions, your career. It's just been an interesting time, so I thought I would just share that. Make sure that you go to that monthly angel card reading and watch that. Also, the angelic astrology article for the month of August is up on Angel Messenger as well, so if you'd like to check that out to see what the whole month of August has in store, astrologically speaking, it's definitely up there for your viewing. Now, as far as the astrology for this week, we have on Wednesday and Thursday, the 6th and the 7th, we're going to have the planet Mars, which is in Scorpio, which is a lot about our passion. It can also deal with possible frustration or power and control issues, but that's going to be in a nice harmonious trine aspect to the planet Neptune, which is in Pisces, and this is a very spiritual energy. But to me, the Mars trine Neptune on Wednesday and Thursday, I feel like it's going to do two things. On a physical level, don't be surprised if you feel a little bit more physically tired, a little more physically drained, as that is approaching Neptune, because Neptune sometimes, Neptune is such a spiritual planet, it does have a difficult time with the Earth, the Earth plane and physicality. So I feel with Mars being our physical energy, we may just feel a little bit more depleted in energy, especially during those couple of days. But I also feel like it's spiritualizing our passions, with whatever we're passionate about in life, whatever ideas or goals or dreams that we have that we're passionate about. I feel like Neptune just really kind of spiritualizes that and heightens that passion, so to speak, or deepens that passion. So I feel like, definitely those 2 days, it might be a good time to take some, well, it's more about visualization, I feel, more about visualization, and maybe even making some notes as far as information that comes to you about some next steps to take on your destiny path. Then as we get into Friday, August 8th, there's actually a lot going on astrologically that day. We have the Sun in Leo, which is joining up with Mercury in Leo. And then we have Mercury in a harmonious aspect to Uranus, which is about freedom and the unexpected. But later in the day, it makes a challenging aspect to Saturn. And then sandwiched in between there, the Sun makes a harmonious aspect to Uranus. So now what does that all mean? Well, the Sun is about our individuality, our identity. And Mercury is the planet of communication, our thoughts, our ideas, our belief systems, what we visualize. And then, of course, Uranus, as I mentioned, is about it's higher vibrational energies that brings forth this sense of your own authenticity and your own freedom and your own uniqueness. And Saturn is what they call the Lord of Karma, or the great teacher of lessons, and it deals with things on an earthly matter. Uranus and Saturn are very different in that way, where Uranus wants to break free of restrictions, and Saturn kind of almost brings a feeling of restrictions and limitations in. So again, we have all these things going on, and what I feel intuitively, a couple of things, is that it's going to be a great time to kind of brainstorm, meditate, and come in with some brilliant ideas, or intuitions or messages from your angels and guides that may just feel like they're channeled in, just like almost like what do I want to say, a knowingness or an unexpected kind of blip that comes in to kind of give you like an aha moment or a realization about something. I feel that there's going to be more of a sense of independence and individuality that comes in to play, and more of a creative self-expression and an ability to communicate that creative self-expression to other people, more of a confidence within yourself, more of a light that shines out from you and through you through your communication. Then later in the day with that Mercury squaring Saturn, I feel like you might come in with a little bit of doubts. You might start doubting some of your ideas or doubting some of the ideas, thoughts that you're having, as well as maybe having a little bit of trouble thinking positively or even with communication matters. And then on Saturday, the 9th, the Sun in Leo is also going to be in a challenging aspect to Saturn. And again, I feel like you might just start doubting your own sense of individuality or doubting your ability to own your power and utilize that power to kind of create and manifest what it is that you desire. All of this leads up to Sunday, the 10th of August, which is our full moon at 18 degrees of Aquarius. Now, on that day, besides the moon being full, which means the moon in Aquarius is opposing the sun in Leo, the moon is also going to be in a challenging square aspect to Saturn, and then it's going to be also in an opposition to Mercury, which is also considered a little bit of a challenging aspect. And these are all fixed signs. Saturn's in Scorpio. Scorpio's a fixed sign. The moon being in Aquarius. Aquarius is a fixed sign. Mercury and the sun is in Leo, and those are fixed signs. What does that mean? It means it's kind of a stubborn energy where we don't want to let go, or we don't want to give, or we don't want to allow kind of other ideas, thoughts, or energies to kind of come in. We set things the way that we want them, we think things the way we think them, and it's hard to get us moving out of that comfort zone, so to speak. So that full moon in Aquarius, squaring Saturn and opposing Mercury, I feel like it's going to challenge our thought processes. It's going to challenge our mode of thinking and our ability to kind of bring forth a sense of freedom within our lives. So rise above that and use that, to the more positive perspective of actually grounding in that creative energy to move forward with your dreams, desires, and goals and ambitions. That's the way to use it. So for this week's reading, we're going to use Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot deck, and the special message card for this week is going to come from Archangel Michael, the Archangel Michael deck, which is also by Doreen Virtue. Your stones of choice for this week, we have a carnelian wand here, and carnelian vibrates to the sacral chakra, which is all about creative energy and passion. And then your second stone of choice is a rose quartz sphere. And rose quartz vibrates to the heart chakra. It deals with self-love and self-nurturing and feeling worthy and deserving of goodness in your life and of love. And then the last stone of choice is a clear quartz crystal. This is actually a cluster. This is a clear quartz cluster. And when you have clusters like this, where there's many different points going on, it means that there's a lot of energy that could be going in different directions. So this could be, for someone that's trying to multitask ideas or goals, but it's also a group energy because you have a group of crystals here. So if you're networking or you're working with groups of like-minded people or something, this might be the stone for you. And again, it's a higher vibrational crown chakra energy, so it's opening you up to divine guidance. Now, with that being said, I just want to, say something really quick here is when you're picking the stones for every week, really go with your intuitive guidance. I know a lot of you want to know what the stones mean, and I try to remember to tell you a little bit about each one, but you really have to go with, what you're guided to pick for the week. Even if you have to stop the video for a moment and just kind of tune in, silence yourself and close your eyes and tune in and ask the angels, ask your guides, which stone is the right message for you for the week. So again, we have a carnelian wand, a rose quartz sphere, and a clear quartz cluster. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle the Angel Tarot deck. We're going to call in all of our angels, guides, master guides, teachers of the light. Calling in the archangels, the ascended masters, all of those that can provide with whatever messages, wisdom, and knowledge is in our highest and best interest to know for this week. So this one's going to be our first card. And this one here on the bottom, second card. I'm looking for that third card, and actually this one is sticking out telling me that it's going to be the third card. So I'm going to put those aside. We're going to look at what this week has in store. We start out with Major Arcana number 16 in Archangel Chamuel. And this says a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. Now, the first thing I think of is, again, that monthly reading for August that we just did a few days ago, and that's posted on YouTube and on Angel Messenger as well. There was also 2 Major Arcana cards in that reading. So, you know, with this first full week of August, starting out with Major Arcana number 16, I really feel this month of August is a lot of powerful energies for the growth and evolution of our soul. That's usually when you have Major Arcana cards come up. It's really about soul growth and evolution and taking another step on our path. Whereas the Minor Arcana usually deals with, you know, more of the everyday matters of life and things that we're doing, whether it be career, relationships. But when we have the Major Arcana, it's definitely about transforming your soul, you know, and transmuting energies and really learning on a soul level. And this card especially, Life Experience, this vibrates to the Tower card in the regular tarot deck. So this is really saying that there's going to be some external circumstances in our life this week that changes dramatically. And it doesn't have to be a negative, although a lot of times this particular card can sometimes feel challenging because it's such a different change, or it's so unexpected, or it's something that we never, you know, dreamed about happening or thought about happening in our lives. So again, it's just sometimes a little bit of a surprising energy, but it's always to push us towards expanding ourselves and growing and taking that next step with where we're supposed to go as a soul on our path. So, but let's get more information by looking at the second card so we can kind of understand a little bit more about what that card is about. Well, this is actually good because this is the 8 of Earth. And the message underneath says, skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic and going back to school. And I just feel that there's something new that we're learning here. There's something new we're learning about ourselves, about our business, about our career, about money, finances, our life path. You know, that's what this card can deal with because it's Earth. It can deal with all those earthly, manifested, tangible things in life. But the fact that we have this angel here with a stack of books and he's reading a book, this is suggesting that you're definitely on the path of learning something new. There's going to be something, new information that comes in, or something new that you have to seek out or understand as you move throughout this week. Let's see if we can gain even more clarification by looking at the last card. Wow, this is a positive card too. I love this card. This is the Ace of Fire. And it says an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So I definitely feel like, for the most part, this is dealing with our life path, our career path, business matters, you know, things of that nature. And with the Ace, we always have new beginnings, and fire is that spiritual, creative element. And we're in this month of August with all this Leo energy that's going on. And again, we're building up to a full moon at the end of this week. So there's definitely some new opportunities that are coming in, something new and exciting and fresh and innovative. And I just think that Life Experience card at the beginning of the week, that whatever big change is in store for us, it's very, very positive. It might be unexpected. It might be something that you never thought of. It might be something even a little bit out of your comfort zone. But whatever it is, you're learning something new that's going to bring forth new opportunities, a new direction, a new start with something. But let's look at what your special message is, depending on what stone of choice you chose. So we're going to just give the Archangel Michael deck a little bit of a shuffle here. And actually this one is sticking out for the carnelian people. So if you chose carnelian, Archangel Michael says, admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. So there's something, an inner knowing that you have. There's a thought that's been running through your mind, something that's been popping in occasionally. And Archangel Michael is just saying that you need to listen to that, because that's your divine guidance. That's your divine intuition saying, you know, I've been trying to tell you this message over and over again, so accept this message. You know, like it says, admit the truth and act accordingly. So take that information or that intuitive guidance, whether it's an inner knowing from yourself, or if you feel like it's from outside of yourself, from your angels and guides, or even if it's from another person, but it keeps on coming in over and over again. This is something to really pay attention to this week, because this is going to help you move forward in the most appropriate way. Okay, so if you chose the rose quartz, people, actually this one, okay. This one says this is your life's purpose. Okay, rose quartz people. Whatever you've been working on, whatever you're working on this week, whatever inspirations or new ideas have been coming in, or those aha moments, this is totally in direct alignment with what you're supposed to be doing, with the next step you're supposed to be taking, with what it is you're supposed to be manifesting in your life. Archangel Michael is saying this is definitely part of your soul's purpose, so pay attention. It's very, very important. Okay, and then for those that chose the clear quartz, this one's going to be for the clear quartz people. And this one actually says that God is in charge. And what this is saying is that it's not saying you don't have control, but it is saying that the universe, God source energies, is directing behind the scenes. It's helping things to unfold in divine timing. It's helping the grand plan of your life to unfold the way it's supposed to and how it's supposed to. And there's an element of having to have trust and faith in that. Sometimes we try to force things or control things, and again, I'm not saying that you can't take action or that that you're not in control at all, but what it is saying is if you try to force something too much, or you're, there is an energy of trying too hard or putting forth, pushing too much. And what it's saying is to kind of just back off or ease off a little bit and let the universe and let divine timing just kind of let things flow in. That again, everything's unfolding the way it's supposed to. And that you can trust that divine guidance because it's working with you. You're co-creator with Creator. And you want to allow Creator, God source energies, to work on your behalf, to work for your benefit. So I hope you've liked this weekly angel card reading. I much look forward to future readings. I want to also just mention quickly that when I go to Brazil in September, I'm going to try to do the weekly and monthly angel card readings ahead of time so that they're done and posted before I go. Also, if you want a personal reading, if you want more detailed information about something that you may be going through, I will be taking readings up until the end of August, maybe the first 2 or 3 days into September before I actually leave for Brazil. And then I won't be available for readings until October 1st. So, love and light to everyone, and many, many angel blessings.